आत्माहंकार देहाभ्याम युक्तः कलुषितः पुरा विवेचितः स्थूलदेहात् ईशदेव प्रसीदति अहंकाराद् विविक्तश्चेत् तदा सम्यक् प्रसीदति आधिव्याध्याख्य कालुष्यम् न चिन्मात्रेऽस्ति किंचन Atma distinguished, differentiated from both bodies, gross body and subtle body, is said to be the one who is samyak prasidati, samyak prasannaha bhavati. He is the one who is in the state of total freedom from sorrow. Not that Atma earlier was in sorrow, now it has got freed from sorrow. No. As the jiva as obtains earlier was subjected to adhi and vyadhi. Vyadhi at the physical body level, adhi at the mental antakarana level. So in this sleep state, no identification with gross body and subtle body, therefore both are not there. That is what is called as samprasada. Truly speaking, this is the truth. What is it? The fact is chinmatre. In Atma Swarupa, the Chaitanya Swarupa, Chinmatra, which is Chinmatra. Matra, what does that Matra? Kevala only shows. In Chaitanya, there is nothing other than that, no attributes whatsoever. It is nothing but Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. Pure awareness principle and pure awareness principle alone, totally free from all upadhis and the features of upadhi. So, Chinmatre, Adhivyadhyakya kalusham. This impurity, this affliction called Adhi and Vyadhi, we have seen what are they. Akhya means called so. Kalusham, there we are made adhyara. Vastutaha, in reality, in the Swarupa of Chaitanya, in reality, Kinmatre, Kinchana na asti, it is not there at all. That is not, Chaitanya has nothing to do with Adhi and Vyadhi. Only because of identification with the gross and the subtle body, it appears as though this Adhi Vyadhi, diseases, pain, anguish, agony, agitation, appear to belong to whom? The individual Jiva. It is not so as far as the Chinmatra Swarupa Atma is concerned. Now this is what is Samprasadaha. So that is the Swarupa of the nature of Sakshi when separated, isolated from gross and subtle body, as in the case of deep sleep state. That is the state what is called Samprasada in the original Shruti statement. Ataya esha Samprasadaha asmat sharirat samuthaya param jyotirupa sampadya yena rupena abhinishpadyate. So there what was told as Samprasada is this. Esha sakshi samprasadaha dehadvaya samuthitaha shastra siddham param brahma jyoti prapnoti vakyataha bodhayitva jivatatvam tap जीवस्य ब्रह्मरूपताम् बोधयामास सोऽप्यात्मा स्वेन रूपेण तिष्ठति. अन्वय of both stanzas together. एषः देहद्वय समुत्थितः साक्षी संप्रसादः. एड सहा एव शास्त्र सिद्धम ज्योतिः परम ब्रह्म प्राप्नोति. The sentence is over. शास्त्र सिद्धम ज्योतिः परम ब्रह्म प्राप्नोति. That vakyataha word gets connected to the next stanza, that is 46. Continuing. Vakyataha जीवतत्वं बोधयित्वा जीवस्य ब्रह्मरूपताम्. Then add adhyahara munihi or shutihi, alternate adhyaras. We will see that after. You can add after brahmarupatam munihi or shutihi. Munihi or shutihi bodhayamasa. Vakya stops. Stop. Continuing. Saha api atma svena rupena add tada tishtati. Saha api atma svena rupena add tada tishtati. Eshaha dehadvaya samuthitaha sakshi samprasadaha. This is what Samprasada refers to in this original Shruti, Samprasada. And what is there? What was told there? Asmat Sharirat Samuthaya. In original Shruti quotation. Asmat Sharirat Samuthaya means literally rising above these two bodies, gross and the subtle body. So that he says, Eshaha, what Samprasada it is? Sakshi only, but what type of Sakshi? Dehadvaya Samuthitaha. Literally one who has risen above the Dehadvaya. One who has risen above gross body and subtle body means what is the rising above? No more identified with these two bodies. Because in sleep there is no identification with gross and the subtle body. That is what is referred to as Dehadvaya Samuthitaha. And who is he? None other than Sakshi only. Nothing but Sakshi only. And that Sakshi who is Dehadvaya Samuthitaha is called in Shruti as what? Samprasadaha. So that is what we had seen in the beginning. Meaning of Samprasada. Samprasada means Dehadvaya Viviktaha, separated, Sakshi Vachakaha. Sakshi only, not identified with these two bodies, is called Samprasada. And Sahaeva, that Samprasada only. Do you know who is that Samprasada? Shastra Siddham Jyotihi Param Brahma. Shastra Siddham means Shastra Prasiddham. One that is well unfolded in the Shastras. Upanishad. Shastra here, Upanishad. So Shastra Siddham, Shastra Prasiddham. The one who is described in the Shastra. What is it? Jyotihi. Jyotihi. Jyoti Rupam. Jyotihi means Jyoti Rupam. One whose Swarupa is nothing but Jyoti. Here Jyoti is self-luminous Chaitanya Tattva. Self-evident knowledge principle. Self-evident pure awareness principle. Self-evident pure consciousness principle. What is called as Swaprakasha or Swayam Jyoti. Jyotihi means Jyoti Rupam. The only cognitive principle, which is nothing but Anubhava Swarupa, at the same time Jnana Swarupa. So Jyotihi, and itself is what? Param Brahma Prapnoti Saha Eva. This Samprasada only, this Sakshi, one who is no more identified with the gross and the subtle body, itself attains. Prapnoti, attains. Attains what? Param Brahma. What is that attaining? It will be explained afterwards. After 47 and 48, it will be explained there. So, that Param Brahma Prapnoti means that Samprasada himself is Jyoti Swarupa, the very knowledge principle Swarupa, the Param Brahma. That is what he gains. How does he gain? That is now started. It will be made clear. It is made clear in the 48. But now he proceeds with that. So how he gains that from Brahma? Prapnoti means discovers oneself to be nothing but Param Brahma by shedding the wrong notions. So what are the wrong notions? Etc. will be told now. Vakyataha. Vakyataha means through the means of Vakya. Now the question is, what is that Vakya? So that Vakya can be taken in two ways, depending on that Adhyahara we have made in 46, Munihi or Shutihi. If you take there Munihi, it refers to Shakayanya. So Shakayanya, in that case, Anena Vakyena. Anena Vakyena, this Vakya, what is that? In the original Shruti, Athaya Esha Samprasadaha Asma Sharirat Samuthaya Param Jyoti Rupa Sampadya Svena Rupena Abhinishpadyate. Maitra in Upanishad 2.2. So that Vakyena, or Vakya here can be Tattvamasyadi Vakya. In that case, 46 stanzas, that Adhyahara has to be Shutihi. So we will see that afterwards. See, Shutihi, we have to take that. Vakyataha means Shakayanya, by this statement here, so Bodhayamasa taught is that, or the Tattva Shuti by Mahavakyas like Tattvamasi teaches and unfolds or points out the identity of this Samprasada with Param Brahma that way. Vakyataha, so let us see what this through Vakya, what is being done by this Muni or Shruti. Let us see now. Vakyataha, through the means of Vakya, it can be this particular statement now we have considered, or Mahavakyas like Tattvamasi. Jiva Tattvam Bodhayitva. Having taught, having pointed out. So what? Jiva Tattvam. Jiva Tattvam is Jiva Swarupam, the true nature of Jiva. Jiva, as obtains now, is what? Appears as Samsari. Truly is not Samsari. Who is he? Brahma Swarupa. So that Jiva Tattva, the very Swarupa, the true nature of the Samsari Jiva is nothing but Brahma. That Jiva Tattvam Bodhayitva. So what is that Jiva Tattvam Bodhayitva? So that way, Jivasya Brahma Rupatam. The Jiva as nothing but, in reality, Brahma only. The Swarupa of Jiva as Brahma Rupatam. Bodhayamasa, taught. Who taught? Munihi Bodhayamasa. If you say Munihi Bodhayamasa, then Vakya will be Munihi Anena Vakyataha means Anena Vakyena Bodhayamasa. That Shakayanya Muni, by this statement, he taught to whom? Maitra or Maitreya, this sage who is teaching now. So he taught. If you take Shruti, then Shruti Tattvamasyadi Mahavakyat Bodhayamasa. Shruti taught by Mahavakyat that Tattvamasi taught. What is that? The Swarup of Jiva is nothing but Brahma, which is Jyoti Param Brahma, which is nothing but the knowledge principle, which is Brahma Swarupa. And as a result, Saha Api Atma Vena Rupena Tada Tishtati. When this Samprasada, Sakshi, who is now, who has the status of Samprasada, Tada means when this identity is discovered, Tada Saha Api Atma, that Sakshi Atma, who was described as Samprasada in the state of deep sleep, so that Atma, now what happens in this, when that ignorance that was abiding in the deep sleep state is eliminated by such Mahavakya Upadesha, by pointing out the Swarupa, that Atma also, Vena Rupena, in its own true nature, so unconnected to any upadhis whatsoever, Tishtati, it remains. So it remains that. So now, there Param Jyotihi Upasampadya. So actually in this statement, except Param Jyotihi Upasampadya, which is explained in stanza 47 and 48. Rest portion, actually we have seen so far in 42 to 46. The Shruti quotation, Param Jyotihi Upasampadya, that Upasampadya, Jyotihi Upasampadya will be explained now in 47 and 48. And rest of the portion is already seen now in 42 to 46. Now what is that Param Jyotihi Upasampadya? Literally means Upasampadya, having gained the Param Jyoti. What do you mean by having gained the Param Jyoti? This is what is that, gaining the Param Jyoti, let us see. Which itself was told here in 45, it was told as what? Jyotihi Prapnoti. What is that Prapti? Because what does Prapti involve? Gaining means duality is there. The one who gains and something that is gained. So Jiva is one and reached whom? Brahma. Then what happens? That Brahma also is reduced to Parichinnatva. He will be samsari. You are already samsari. Then what? Reduce Brahma, Ishvara also samsari. See how great you are. Then Brahma will start running away. Hey, these fellows are studying Vedanta. So better not to be anywhere near these guys. Let's get the way, because at least let me be as Ishvara and Brahma, not this Jiva again. Not again that not any time the Jiva, Ishvara or Brahma has become Jiva. It is also not that way. What exactly is meant by Param Jyoti Rupa Sampadya? Let us see. Mattonyad Brahma Paramam Swaprakashamiti Brahmaha Purasi Tattvamasyadi Vakye Nasau Nivartate. Pura Swaprakasham Paramam Brahma Mattaha Anyat Iti, add Yaha, further Brahmaha, after Brahma again add Asit. No, not Asit, already there. It is in the second line, Asit. Pura Swaprakasham Paramam Brahma Mattaha Anyat Iti, add Yaha, then Brahmaha, Asit. Asit in second line after Pura. Asit Asau Tattvamasyadi Vakyena Nivartate. Asau Tattvamasyadi Vakyena Nivartate. So earlier, Pura, earlier means when? Mahavakyopadeshat Pura, Purvam. Prior to the teaching of Mahavakya. Again, Mahavakya Upadesha means what? Generally, we are familiar with Mantropadesha. Whispering something in the ear. Tatvamasi. with a cloth covering, nobody should hear, etc., etc. Tatvamasi. Not that way. So for that, what is required? First, what is required is proper ready frame of mind. And what is Tat? What is Tvam? How they are one? How this embodiment, etc., cannot be one? All this to be inquired and made to discover. But eligibility, adhikaritva is also equally important. Simply saying Tattvamasi, then what would have happened nowadays? Nowadays there is no dearth of cassettes. Now Tattvamasi also is set to tune, musical tune, like the Bhaja Govindam. M.S. Subbalakshmi has sung in every stanza in different ragas, like that Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, different raga, everybody will get moksha afterwards. So that is not that way mantropadesha here. So therefore, with proper prepared frame of mind and by Shravana, Manana, Nididhyatma, in Shravana, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, such Mahavakyas are properly analyzed and one is made to discover this is your Swarupa. That is what it says, Mahavakyopadeshat Pura, Swaprakasham Param Brahma, Mattaha Anyad Asit Iti Yaha, Manyaha Mattaha Anyad Iti Yaha Brahmaha Asit. Before that, this person wanted to discover what? Brahma. Why? Somewhere he has come to know that if you gain the knowledge of Brahma, what happens? Either knowledge of Brahma or Atma, you get freed from samsara. He has got jidnyasutva, mumukshutva, but he knows now there is something called Brahma. And what should I do now? I should gain that Brahma. When you say there is Brahma, I should gain that Brahma. How does this person relate oneself to that Brahma? There is something Brahma other than me, Matta. That's why I say Mattaha Anyat. Some apatata jnana is there. Somewhere he has exposed to the Shruti, Upadeshas, etc. And there is something called Brahma. He has now understood now. And therefore he says, there is Pura, Saprakasham, the very knowledge principle, self-evident knowledge principle, which itself is Paramam. What is that Paramam? What is Paramam? Desha Kala Vastu Aparichinnam. Always that Param or Paramam and Ekam Advitiyam. Ekam Advitiyam, what is it? Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata, Bheda, Rahita. Here, free from Desha Parichinnata, Kala Parichinnata, Vastu Parichinnata. Don't take this word lightly. Paramam, English translation was it supreme. What you know supreme? Supreme Court judge is that. Like that, this is something supreme, not that way. That is Paramam, which has no limitations whatsoever, no parichinnatas. And parichinnatas are from three main sources. There are innumerable sources, but they can be divided into three categories. So that is Desha Parichinnata, limitations brought by space, spatial ones, spatial, TIL. So then other one is the Kala, time-wise. Third one is Vastu Parichinnata, object-wise. A given object is different from other. These Parichinnata's limitations are not there in you. And itself is Brahma because it is something which is all-pervasive. There is nothing bigger than that. So that Brahma, Mattaha Anya, it is something different from me. Iti Yaha Brahmaha Asi. Whatever that erroneous notion was there, what happens now? Tattvamasyadi Vakya. By Mahavakyas like Tattvamasi. That Brahma is verily you, you are verily that Brahma. I am Atma, this Atma is Brahma. Aham, myself in reality is nothing but Brahma. Or Pradnyanam, Brahma. The pure awareness, Chaitanya Tattva, Shuddha Chaitanya Tattva, Chaitanya Matra Tattva, that is what Brahma. By this, Asau Nivartate. Asau means Asau Brahmaha. This Brahma gets eliminated, gets terminated. And then what happens? Abrahmatva Brahmapayaha ज्योतिः प्राप्तिरितीर्यते ततोऽयं ब्रह्मणा स्वेन रूपेण व्यवतिष्ठते अब्रह्मत्वभ्रमापायः add eva ज्योतिः प्राप्तिः, put this much in inverted comma, ज्योतिः प्राप्तिः, put it in inverted comma, iti iryate. Actually in Sanskrit no inverted comma required. Do you know why? That iti takes care of inverted comma, but for we are habituated with that and we don't know iti, so that's why we have to put that, just for clarity. So ज्योतिः प्राप्तिः iti iryate ततः अयं ब्रह्मणा स्वेन रूपेण व्यवतिष्ठते अब्रह्मत्व भ्रमापायः. What has been done so far? By Tattvamasi Mahavakya, what has been eliminated? There is some Brahma which is Prakasha and also what? It is Paramam, etc. is there, but what is different from me? Different from me, that notion is distant. But before that, what was done? Why that Samprasada was given? To show that Atma, Sakshi Atma is different from Dehadvaya, different from body and Atma, distinct from two bodies. Himself, Param Brahma Jyoti Prapnoti, stanza 45. So, Param Brahma Jyoti Prapnoti, himself discovers himself to be Param Brahma. How? Vakyata. So before Vakya, what was that? There is something Brahma different from me, this notion was there. Now Vakya is utilized. But for Vakya to operate, what is required? First we have to discover you are distinct from Dehadvaya. Otherwise, you are Brahma and you take as what? Me, Samsari is Brahma. Then what happens? Musibat for Brahma also now. See, look, if you take you means individual jiva. If this individual jiva as it is, Samsari is Brahma, Brahma promotion or demotion? He is degraded to Samsari. What Shastra wants? It wants you to elevate to the status of Brahma by discovering that in reality you are nothing but Brahma only. But you have mistaken somehow yourself to be Samsari, which is not the case. That's why all Samprasada, etc. If you are really Samsari, Samprasada is not possible. You know what is now Samprasada? Sakshi as available in deep sleep state, totally free from all sorrows whatsoever, whether from Adi or Vyadi, from the source of gross body or subtle body. This is just not possible if you are basically a samsari. In sleep also what should be there? Dukkhatmaka sorrows must be there. The very fact shows that you are not. Nothing. This is what we have to discover. So it's not just simply listening, this is what the truth is. You are not that. So then that Brahma, now maybe I am this Samprasada, but there is some Brahma. No, this itself is what? Brahma. Brahma itself is this. That's why what is called as Swampada Shodhanam, then reveal the identity. Swampada Shodhanam means Swam, you the individual. In reality, what is that true nature? Not identified with the embodiment. The pure awareness principle, Shuddha Chaitanya Sarupa is really I, or what you refer to you in the Mahavakya. That itself is Brahma. So therefore, Tataha, now here, that Abrahmatva Apayaha, Abrahmatva Brahmapayaha. Brahmapayaha, that is dispelling the Brahma, erroneous notion that there is something Brahma different from me. That itself is what? Jyoti Praptihi iti iryate. It is said to be where in the original Shruti as Jyoti Praptihi, gaining the Jyoti. What was referred there as? Param Jyotihi Upasampadya. That Upasampadya means Praptva or Praptya, not Praptya. Praptya. So, therefore, the Jyoti Prapti, gaining the Jyoti means what? That itself is what? That Abrahmatva Brahmapayaha. That is in original this thing. Param Jyoti Upasampadya iti iryate means iti iryate iti asya arthaha. Meaning of Param Jyoti Upasampadya, or here what is told as Jyoti Prapti is Abrahmatva Brahmapaya. Dispelling that erroneous notion that you are different from Brahma. Now, for this, what is required first? You are distinct from two bodies has to be discovered, which was shown from the Samprasada. Therefore, it says, Tataha. Tataha means thereafter. What is the thereafter? After these two things are accomplished. First thing, that what is that? That Atmatva Brahma in Dehadvaya. Either I am the gross body or the subtle body or both. That Brahma has to be removed, for which Samprasada was pointed out. Thereafterward, that Brahma is different from me. That is another Brahma. Tataha means having removed, dispelled these two notions. First notion, I am either the gross body or subtle body or both. And second one, I am different from Brahma. Having dispelled this, what happens? The Atma, one who has discovered one's Swarupa. Ayam means this Atma, one who has discovered this Atma Swarupa. Brahmana svena rupena vyavatishtati. Abides in Brahma, which is one's own true nature. This is what one discovers by inquiry, having a ready frame of mind. Now, this is what Atma Swarupa, this is what Atma now points out. Evam vyavasthite yosau Atmanubhava gocharaha Sa eva mruti bhityadi Rahitam brahma netarat. Evam, add, Sattve, Vyavasthite, Vyavasthite from stanza, Yaha asau, Atmanubhava gocharaha. No, not that way. Yaha asau, Anubhava gocharaha Atma. Anvaya that way. See, take the sandhi breaking there. Yaha asau Atma Anubhava gocharaha. Vyavasthite. Then Yaha asau Anubhava gocharaha Atma Saha eva mruti bhityadi rahitam brahma itarat na. Netarat is na itarat netarat. So itarat na anvaya. Saha eva mruti bhityadi rahitam brahma itarat na means this Atma itself is Brahma. Can you point out any Mahavakya? Ayam Atma Brahma, that's all told, nothing more. But what is that Ayam? To point out Ayam, this Atma is Brahma, he has taken so much of pain to isolate different, distinguish in terms of Samprasada and then identical with Brahma. So that Ayam, this Atma. So now say, Evam, in this manner, as unfolded so far, Tattve Vyavasthite, when the truth being so, when the truth is so, or when the truth is ascertained in this manner means what inquiry we have taken to so far. So, Evam in this manner, Tattve Vyavasthite, when the ultimate truth about myself identical with Brahma, so my Swarupa, true nature, identical Brahma, is Vyavasthite, ascertained, or when it happens to be so, when this is the truth. Yaha asau Atma. This Atma, what Atma? How are you going to point out? Anubhava gocharaha Atma. This Atma who is Anubhava gochara. What is Anubhava gocharaha? Now let us see. That is gochara. Gochara means object. Gochara also means here accessible to. One who is accessible to, that is gochara, or attainable, or gochara means that which is within the scope of something, that which is within the range of something. All these meanings apply. So the very important word that gochara means here, we should know what exactly is meant by anubhava gochara. Gochara means accessible. Now see, accessible. Accessible to means accessible to anubhava, anubhava gochara, or attainable by anubhava, or within the scope of anubhava, or within the range of anubhava. That is what is meant by anubhava gochara. So therefore, this Atma, so that is this Atma who is accessible to anubhava, or attainable by anubhava, or within the range or scope of anubhava. In other words, what it means is, this Atma accessible is available to us in terms of anubhava, called as Atmanubhava. That means this Atma available to us in terms of what is called as Atmanubhava. We'll see more about it. So that Atma, that Anubhava Gocharaha Atma, Saha Eva, that Atma itself is Mriti Bhityadi Rahitam Brahma. That Atma who is available in terms of that Anubhava, so accessible to that Anubhava. So what is the nature of that Anubhava will be ascertaining now. So that Saha Eva, that Atma only is Mriti Bhityadi Rahitam. So is Mriti Bhityadi Rahitam Brahma. The Brahma which is Rahitam, free from Mriti Bhiti. Mriti is Marana. Bhiti, Bhaya for Samsara. Mrityu Rupa Samsara. Brahma, Itaratna, nothing other than Brahma. So this is what Atma. Now question is, what is this Atma Anubhava? Atma, not Atma. Atma, this Atma who is Anubhava Gocharaha. Because he is going to speak of this Anubhava still more 3 times. 4 times this comes. Now we have got here Yaha Asau Anubhava Gocharaha Atma. One we have got. Then in stanza 66, again author is going to tell us Saha Deha Sakshi Vidvadbhihi Anubhuyate. That Deha Sakshi, the one who illumines, makes you know the all Dehas, gross, subtle and causal Dehas, is what? What is Vidvadbhihi Anubhuyate. Is experienced by Vidvadbhihi means Jnanis only. This is in 66. In 129, Taya Atma Tattva Anubhavaha. Taya means, there the context is Ekagra Dhiya. By a dhi which is well prepared. Dhi means antakarana, which is ekagra, single pointed. So nishchala, chitta nishchala which has got. By that ekagra dhiya, atma tattva anubhavaha, one can gain the anubhava of atma tattva. Finally in 132, again he is going to point out advaitam anubhuya asmin samadhav. Asmin samadhav, the samadhi that he is explaining there. Advaitam Anubhuya, Advaita Atma Sarupa, identical with Brahma, that Advaya Sarupa, Anubhuya, having experience. At 4 places he is speaking of this Atma Anubhava, Anubhava Atma. So what is this Anubhava Atma? First of all, let us know what are the types of Anubhavas. Anubhava is experience. Any experience. Now we are not talking of experience of Atma. We are talking of experience in general. Any Anubhava can be of these 5 varieties. It can be Samyak Jnana, right knowledge, wherein knowledge is in accordance with the object in question. An experience can be Samyak Jnana, 1. Or an experience can be Samshayita Jnanam, a doubtful knowledge. You know something but you are not sure, is it this way or that way? Is that a rope or a snake? Experience is there, but you are not definite about as to what it is. Samshayita Jnanam. Or it can be Viparyaya Jnanam, erroneous, that means contrary knowledge, erroneous notion. Where there is rope, you are sure that it is a snake. Earlier, is a rope or a snake, doubt was there. Now no doubt whatsoever, but what you have concluded is totally wrong. So that is what is Third one is viparyaya jnanam. Fourth one, experience is jnana bhavaha. Experience of the absence of knowledge. Experience of absence of knowledge means there is no knowledge. In other words, jnana bhava also can be experience of ignorance. I don't know Chinese. Now you have absence, you don't have the knowledge of Chinese. But you don't know that you experience or not. Based on which you say, I don't know Chinese. That is jnana bhava. That is actually experience of ignorance only it is. Because ignorance also I know. I don't know this. That is experience. So that is jnana bhava. Fifth one is memory. Memory also is an experience we can take. Though Tarkikas don't accept memory as Anubhava. For their technical reason, let us not bother about that. So, Tarkikas, Nayayikas, they don't accept the Anubhava, that means memory as experience, they don't accept whatever. There is some technical reason, but we need not bother about that. From our standpoint, we can take that also as Anubhava. That means an experience can be right knowledge, doubtful knowledge, wrong knowledge, absence of knowledge, or memory. That is, now you can understand why an experience need not necessarily be knowledge. Experience need not necessarily be knowledge, but any knowledge invariably has got experience as its basic content, as its basic constituent. So, any knowledge should necessarily have experience as its basic constituent, Mula Bhuta Ghataka. So that means no knowledge is ever possible without an experience corresponding to the object or being or event in question, about which we are talking, about the knowledge of which we are talking. So that means an experience or Anubhava in conformity with the nature of the thing in question is the basic constituent of that particular knowledge. So this we know. Unless, there is exception to this, unless the thing in question is remote, beyond the purview of any means of your cognition right now. Right now or after, as far as this embodiment is concerned. There is exception to that. Where the knowledge is about something which is beyond the purview, beyond the capacity for ever, as far as this particular embodiment is concerned. For example, heaven. Heavens are there. Who told us? Shruti says, Vedas say heavens are there. But you and me can't verify heaven. In this, it is beyond the ken of human to directly perceive heaven. If anyone say, no, I had been to heaven, we can understand. Take care of your purse, okay? So, it is just impossible to perceive heaven with this embodiment. Suppose you have done so, you have earned so much of punya, etc. Well, you have got visa, agreed. But the customs are so strict, leave the embodiment here and proceed further. And yes, that is how it is. That is how it is attained. Leave this embodiment here and we will give a better embodiment for you, befitting to that particular heaven you have earned, accepted. But as far as here you are concerned, you can't have an experience in conformity with the heaven. You can infer. For example, it is said, in heaven there is Airavata. What is said? What is Airavata? Airavata is an elephant, but white. White elephant, not attending Mahaleshwar camp. not wrapping some dhoti, white dhoti, etc. But that, because this Swami is such that he makes us wear white dress, etc. So, okay, but there is one elephant whose color is white. Now, I have not seen white elephant. Though figuratively we say, these people are white elephants, we may say that that is different thing. That is figurative expression. But I have seen elephant, I have seen white color. Yes. Therefore, I can say, oh, white elephant must be like this, etc. But I am not directly seen. It is beyond my capacity. They say, in denizens, people, the denizens in heaven, the denizens of heavens walk in such a way 2 feet above the ground. Let us say, I don't know whether it is let us say. Now, I know ground, because I have perceived. I know walking. I know a space 2 feet above. I can understand. What is that? Oh, this is how they must be walking. But directly I have not. Is it not? So therefore, in such case, I don't have an experience in conformity with the particular thing specified in heaven. Yathartha Anubhava is not there, because these things for me are Nitya Paroksha. Nitya Paroksha means ever remote as far as this body is concerned. There are temporarily remote things. For example, for you, before 3rd February, Mahabaleshwar was Paroksha, because you were where? In Bombay or this whatever place from where you have come. Is it not? But from 3rd February onward, after reaching here, what happens? This has become Pratyaksha. But now for you, Bombay is Paroksha, remote. But after 13th February, Shine Punne Bambaya. So you will go to Bombay cursing, how nice it would have been if it other 10 days it were there. So you have to go. But temporarily Paroksha, but not Nitya Paroksha. Heavens are Nitya Paroksha. So therefore, where the thing in question to be known is not Nitya Paroksha, what is it? For knowledge and experience in conformity with the thing in question is indispensable. Now the point is, in Vyavahara, how do you refer to an experience? In our transaction, okay? How do you refer to in any experience? No, through Indriyas you gain the experience. I am talking, referring, describing, etc. Suppose, look, what was the sweet today? Srikhand. Okay, Srikhand. Okay, Srikhand. How was it? Sweet, but not totally sweet. Little sour. Otherwise, it is not Srikhand. it will be what? What is that? Rasgulla or something. Little sour. Okay, but let us say sweet. Okay, sweet. Now, if I ask you, say, how was the taste? What will you say? Sweet. How am I to understand what is sweet? Suppose I am a genius who has not tasted sugar in lifetime till now, or jaggery in lifetime till now, and you are telling me it was sweet. How am I to understand that? How will you tell me, make me understand? Swamiji, please wait. What? I think something is remaining still there. We will request our proprietor, he is very kind enough. At least 1 spoon he will give to taste you. Okay? And all that you have to do is what? Put that on my tongue and say, this is what? Then I say, oh, this is what is called sweet. Now the word sweet signifies a particular experience. Is it not? It denotes a particular experience. Signifies means it stands as the name for a particular experience. In Vyavahara, all words, corollary now, all words signify a specific experience. All words invariably what they signify? Experience. Entire matrix of word is based on experience. This is how we learn. A child, does it know what is what? It only knows, what does it know? A child of 8-9 years, put in the mouth. But as the child grows, what is there? We make the child to speak, etc. And child also observes. See, cow, that is cow. Or it may not be told cow. Hey, an elderly person told the servant, hey, bring that cow here. This child is watching. What was the child is able to hear and speak also. Bring the cow. And this servant went and brought an animal with 4 legs. It knows now what is that? This is cow. Means experience. It has seen with the eyes. This is cow. Take the cow for grazing. The servant takes to a pasture land. It says, oh, this is grazing. This is water. This is fire. You know, have you seen that? A child, lamp is there. It goes to touch because something bright is there. And the mother says, no, woo. Woo. The child doesn't know what is woo. Then what? Once it touches, it knows. After a moment, it says, woo. Why? It got the birth, is it not? So, experience. That woo also is what? It knows by experience. This is fire, experience. This is lamp, there is an experience. So, entire matrix of word is based on experience. If there is no experience, your words will not operate. Accepted? The question is now means all, that means any knowledge, if it is direct knowledge, not indirect knowledge in the case of paroksha, svarga, etc. So there it is not so. But in the case of direct knowledge, the knowledge has got a constituent which is the experience corresponding in conformity with the object in question. This applies also to lakshana vritti. At times, knowledge is given by what? Lakshana vritti. You know what lakshana vritti? By implied sense. Even in implied sense, whatever that is indicated by lakshana, the implied sense, has to be based on experience only. For example, let us say, so that is what? Soyam devadattaha. You know this famous stock example in Vedanta. This is that Mr. Devadatta. This means what? Who is in front of you? That one whom you met about 20 years back at different place. Now you are seeing him here after 20 years at Mahabaleshwar. Then they said, this is that Devadatta, Soyam Devadatta. This Devadatta is seen by you, experienced by you or not? That Devadatta, same person earlier 20 years back at different place, Varanasi, let us say, did you see or not? Yes. And then what happens? Both these are one and the same. If this person, let us say, one who is not able to see, can this is that Devadatta, will it work? Or it means you may say, this person who sees it is a schizophrenic person. And this Devadatta is in the suit and boot, etc. Earlier he was seen as was known as what? As pan bidi shop wala, a very poor fellow. Now he is a big builder and he is what? With a imported car, he is there. But to whom, other person whom you are telling, this is that Devadatta whom we have seen earlier, that unfortunately, let us say, that person has gone schizophrenic. And when he sees the Devadatta, he is not seeing Devadatta, he sees a monster there. This is that Devadatta will work. What will be this for him? This monster is that Devadatta, it will not work. So therefore, that Anubhava of Devadatta as Devadatta is right, now must be there. And earlier also, of what Devadatta was before 20 years he had got, this and that person is one and the same. That Lakshana, how Lakshana vritti, etc., you know that this is not the time to go into that. Our topic is different. So this way, what happens now? Lakshana vritti also has to be based on what? Anubhava only. Without Anubhava, Lakshana vritti's implied sense also can't function. Now the question is, what is the constituent of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana? This we have seen with respect to any knowledge in general. Now, in particular about Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. What is the constituent? Now, I am Atma Brahma. Now, here itself we have seen. Asau, this one is Brahma. Now, this one is based on what? If an experience corresponding to that Atma is not there, how that I am can function? I am, see, by I am, what is that? Ayama pratyaksha nirdeshaha. A direct indication is given. It is not said that. It is not inferential one. For example, that because of which our thoughts are known, because of which this body functions, that Atma is what? Brahma. Then you know what should happen? That means Saha Atma Brahma it should be, not Ayam Atma. Saha Atma. What Saha means? That inferred Atma is who? Brahma. It should be that way. But the Mahavakya is what? Ayam. This Atma is Brahma. That means that Ayam should be known by, that means should be experienced by us. This is what that is Atma is Brahma. Even in the Tattva, that what is called Tattvamasi or Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma. In that case, that Tvam, because we straight away can't go to Brahma. Why? We have to start from ourselves. That Tvam also, what type of Tvam it is? Shodhita Tvam, not the Dehadvaya Yuta, but Dehadvaya Vivikta Samprasad, etc. we are saying. The one who is separated from the two bodies, not identified with the two bodies. That Tvam, you, that also has to be experienced. Otherwise that Tvam will not work. And if you take that Tvam as you experience yourself, what will happen? You, Samsari, will be Brahma, which is not what is told by Mahavakya. Again, Aham Brahmasmi, that Aham also, what exactly has to be seen? That means, for Atma Jnana, the basic constituent is what is that? Atmanubhava. And this is Atmanubhava. How are I to know? We are undergoing how many types of experiences? In life, moment by moment, there is experience. If there is no experience, even for a moment, what does it mean? Ram Nam Sathai. We have seen what is life? Santata Anubhava Dhara. So there is not even a microsecond when there is no experience. The person might have fainted, that also is an experience. Sleeping, an experience. Waking, experiences. Dream, experiences. So like that. So there is no moment where what is not there? Experience is there. So we have got, even that number will not, million, trillions will not suffice. We have got so many and countless experiences, out of which is Atma Anubhava. How are we to know? Shruti helps us to ascertain. So that's why Shruti helps us to ascertain. That is why Shankaracharya in Bhashya of 18th chapter, 50th stanza 50, he uses a phrase, Atma Anubhava Nishchayaha. Nishchaya, ascertainment of Atma Anubhava. This is what Atma Anubhava is, distinct from all experiences, including so-called psychedelic experiences and all drug experience, everything, all are experiences. So distinct from that, this is what is Atma Anubhava. That is who says, who points out? Shruti points out. Based on Shruti, we have to ascertain this is Atma Anubhava. So, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana has got its basic constituent. What is it? Atma Anubhava. And it is ascertained based on Shruti. Now there is a problem. What is the problem? For anything we experience, the experience thing is an object of the experiencer. True? Me, the individual experiencer, Anubhavita is there. And what is experienced is Anubhavya. Anubhavya, that which is fit to be experienced. Anubhavita, experiencer, experiences the Anubhavya. And that Anubhavya is different from experienced thing, is different from who? Anubhavita, experiencer. Same thing is with respect to knowledge. Jnata, knower, is distinct from Jneya, the thing to be known. But the problem with Atma means Anubhavya or Jneya, the thing to be experienced or thing to be known is a Vishaya, an object for whom? Experiencer or the knower. But problem with Atma is Atma cannot be objectified. Vishayikarana, objectification of Atma, for this Anubhavita or Pramata, Jnata, knower to objectify is not possible. And when Atma cannot be objectified, how can you have the experience, Anubhava of Atma? How is it possible? Same question applies to Jnana also. If Atma cannot be objectified, how can Atma be known? It is not possible, because in all our experiences and knowledge are pertaining to Vishayas distinct from us, the knower or the experiencer. How is it possible? This is the question. What does this question presuppose? This question presupposes every experience should necessarily be related to object, or for experience, what is to be experienced should necessarily be a Vishaya, an object. Is there a rule? Don't say no straight away. See, the question, what is the question? At least I think I can go give homework now. Is there a rule that for an experience, the thing about whom we are talking of experience should necessarily be a Vishaya object? Is there no experience where no objectification is there? No, love anger objective, Sakshi Bhasya it is. There is no, see, except only one thing, in all other cases, what is to be experienced has necessarily to be the Vishaya object of the experiencer or the knower. Only one thing is there where
प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति